Okay, Rabotai, we are learning a fantastic inyan, a fantastic topic about the mitzvah. One of the mitzvot that we learn is when you make a mitzvah, you have to be zariz, you have to be swift, right? Yeah, you can't be, like we said, a labha, sitting down, relax, couch potato. No, you do a mitzvah, you got to do that. Where do we learn that? We learned it from Abraham Avinu. And he says, like Abraham, he took away his love of his son for a moment, and he channeled it all to do what Hashem willed him to do. You understand? He said to himself, this is what Hashem wants me to do. I'm sorry. My dear son, I love you more than I love myself, but right now I love Hashem more than I love myself too. And more than I love you. You understand? And therefore, he put his love for Hashem before anything. And therefore, he was able to wake up early to do that mitzvah. Because his love for Hashem was so great, it overpowered. You ever hear of a concept called blind love or something like that? What do they call it? Blind love? Where the person is so blinded of his love that people will tell him, listen, don't. Let's say, for example, he has a girl, marry. Don't marry her. It's like this, like that. He's so blinded with the love of her that he cannot listen to anybody. You try to. Excuse me. What are you doing? What's happening? What's everything? He thinks what he's doing is mitzvah. He's telling him, no, haram. This girl's not even. She doesn't keep no mitzvah. She doesn't keep nothing. She's not even going to keep mikveh. She's not going to keep nothing. And he's blinded with the love that she loves for her. I know of a case where a person told me this case about himself, that he was actually engaged to a girl, and she said it in advance. I'm not gonna go to the Meh, I'm not gonna do this. She's already saying in advance, I'm not keeping certain mitzvot. Before, and people are telling him, don't marry her. She wants to say, no, I'm gonna marry her, everything, because he's blinded with the love. Finally, there was one mitzvah that he wanted her to keep. And that is tarat mishpacha, family purity. That's what he wanted him to keep. So she said, no, even that I'm not going to keep. So he says, okay, I'm going to speak to the rabbi, and the rabbi is going to convince you. He went to a very big rabbi, very, very big rabbi. And the rabbi tried convincing her, and she said, after the thing, I'm still not going to keep family purity. And then all of a sudden it hit him. He said, no, family purity, not going to keep family purity, I'm out. But until that point, he was blinded with the love. I don't care. I love her. I can't. At the end of the day, you cannot do that. You can't be blind with the love of if it's avon, if it's something not right. But when it comes to Hashem, no problem. I'm so infatuated with love of Hashem. Whatever He wants me to do, I'll do. I understand it. I don't understand it. I do understand. It doesn't make a difference. This is what Hashem wants me to do. I'm doing it. And this is Avraham Avinu. Does it make any sense? Sacrifice your son? Hello? Makes any sense? That makes sense. That makes no sense. But this is what Hashem wants me to do. My love of Him is greater than anything that I have in my life, and I'm ready to do it. He was blinded with that love. It was so great how Hashem, His love is so great that He even did it early in the morning. That's a very big ma'alah. Therefore, Hashem said, I promise you that I'll always remember Akedat Yitzhak. Till today, every single morning we have a prayer of Akedat Yitzhak every single morning. Open up the Siddur, the beginning of the prayer, first prayer, what is it? Akedat Yitzhak. That's the first prayer. After Birkat HaShachar, you go look in the Siddur, you have Akedat Yitzhak. Every Rosh Hashanah, what do we do? Blow shofar. Is that what? Akedat Yitzhak. What happened over here? It's showing that the love of Hashem was so great. And that overrides. He says, even when they did it, even when they did the mitzvah, they did it with their full heart. You might say, oh yeah, but they did it with their full heart. And it says their whole purpose was to serve Hashem. And that being the case, they were able to do it with their full power. Now, he writes over here, Orchot Sadikim, you have to know, the trait of swiftfulness, which is zerizut, is the beginning of all good. Why? He says, because if a person is not quick in doing things, he'll always be short of time to do anything else. I'll give you an example. Let's say you come home, you want to relax a little bit. So you come home, you want to relax a little bit, you sit on the couch. Some rabbis, they didn't have any couch. They say, I don't want a couch. I want to go on a couch because this world's not relaxing. This world's doing. Now I sit on the couch and just relax and, get carried away. You sit down and the couch is so comfy and you're just like melting in the couch. Now it's time to go to shiur, go tell the guy, I don't know, I'll go tomorrow, Rabbi, I'll go tomorrow. So he didn't want to have to take that chance, he didn't have a couch. But in any case, you have a couch, you sit down, you relax, whatever you have to do. And now, you're not quick enough to go on with what you have to do. A guy sits and eats. You don't need 2 hours to eat breakfast. You don't need 45 minutes to eat breakfast. You eat breakfast and go, finish. But a guy who's not zerizut, is not quick in doing things, he'll take an hour for breakfast. What are you taking so long for breakfast for? The answer is he's slowpoke. You hear slowpoke. He says in Bezrat Hashem, you have to be quick. What do you want? This, that, in and out, I'm doing it next. That's why it's so important to be zariz. Also, you want to fight it as much as possible to make it easiest for the person in order to learn as well. So I told my wife, when we first got married, I said, we're going to have the bookshelves. She wanted the bookshelves where? So we had all the Sfarim. We have a very long bookshelf. All the Sfarim are there. But there's one section, when you walk into my house, you make a left, right? When you walk in, make a left. And I put over there the English, I have the English book, all the different light English books. And I put a coffee table there, like, a small table with 4 or 5 chairs. And so what is this for? I said, look, one day we're going to have guests. We're going to have this, we're going to have that. We're getting married now. Your parents, my parents, relatives, I'm saying brothers, sisters, they're going to come. Who knows if I'm going to be a little bit late, not been a little bit late. But one thing's for sure, even if they're waiting, they're going to sit by the coffee table or something like that, which is right in front. And I can go inside, sit in the front, until. So when they sit there, what are they going to see? They're going to just be bored sitting there. They're going to see the Sefarim. They're going to see English. If you read a hard Hebrew, so it's very hard. They're not English. If you have good English books, Sefarim, they're going to see, oh, very nice. What is this? Oh, living this. Oh, Simha. Oh, this, oh, that. They're going to go. They're going to pull it out. They're going to learn. And I was right, because one time it happened. I came late. There was guests there, and I see the guests learning. So what happens? This is great. I was able to sit wait for you, and I was able to learn. You have to make it easy for the person to learn as much as possible. But one of the things that you have to have is something called zerizut. Zerizut means that the fact is that you go swiftly and you do your things. Don't dilly-dally, don't stall. You finished one thing, don't take 45 minutes to leave the shul. Okay, I'm done. Meaning, take your time leaving the shul. I'm talking about leave the shul to go. I was talking about going to learn. Sometimes I go over here, I leave the knis, I go learn to the Beit Midrash. So now what happens? I have a Beit Midrash kolel. Sometimes they'll take me who knows what. I do this, do that. No, you got to be quick. Next. Go to the next mitzvah. Because it is brought down, a person, when he's leaving the shul, he shouldn't rush out actually. It says in Halakha, you shouldn't rush out. You shouldn't walk out of the shul when you leave. You shouldn't go quickly out. No, that you shouldn't do. You should go slow because you're showing that I really don't want to leave, but I have to go to whatever my business or something like that. For a mitzvah, it's something else. Let's say I'm going to another Beit Midrash, that's something else. It's a different mitzvah. But if you're leaving, let's say to do something else, not necessarily you doing that. You have to, but when you're coming into the shul, you got to go even quicker when you're getting close. But these are the lessons that we're learning here today. Take it and remind yourselves how important it is to be zariz.